Alright, so here's what we're going to do today. I got a bunch of flashlights. I have the AT Max in the Aquachigger Mini configuration, my favorite configuration, and some cameras. And we're going to go down in there and we're going to turn on the metal detector and a pinpointer. We've got a carrot as well, and we're going to look for treasure. Okay, I don't know what's going to be down here. I did see some pottery and stuff from like the 1700s. Jesus. I hope they don't come in the hole here. So you never know. It could be all kinds of cool stuff down here, but we'll have to go and find out. Take a look at the hole. Yeah, I just got to get a few more things together. We'll slide on down in there and set up camp right where the stream is, and then we'll go from there. But before I do, let me show you something. I am using the AT Max today and the Aquachigger Mini configuration. This configuration is really good for diving in very shallow water detecting. You don't have to use the headphones, of course, and it's just a lot easier to hold and look at the meter with that type of handle right there. So, got some flashlights, extra GoPros, got my phone in case I have to call my wife to come rescue us. No signal, of course. And I still have my sanity, so let's quit yakking and get in there. Looking pretty good. Don't hear any water running though, which is weird. Man, I hope it's not too much water in there. Jeez, it's hard to get in here. Still with me? Oh yeah. Alright. Okay. Alright, so far so good. It's got a good flow. We're gonna go down there first as far as we can and then work our way back up underneath there and keep going metal detecting. You can still see my tracks from last time I was here a month or two ago. Okay, I have to go back up and get my box. It's up there. So I'm gonna turn the cameras off and get right back with you. It's a lot harder than it looks. Oh man, it's so slippery in here. We're just going to crawl through that little spot, I think, and try to set up camp on the other side. Oh, hurting already. Covered with mud. Oh, man. Metal detector. What else we need? I guess that's it. Got 2 cameras, 2 extra lights, anyway. Alright, here we go. This is why I wore the wetsuit, because I have to go underwater a little bit. Oh, man. That's cold. Oh, jeez. Oh. Wow. Whew. Let's see what we got. I think I lost my metal detector. Darn it. Nothing. There it is right there. I'll get it in a minute. Yeah, so can't go up there. There's a little island up there. Remember that? I was here once before. Let me grab my metal detector and we'll see what we can do. Jeez. Just slide back down through here in the mud. Come here, little buddy. I guess that's it. Yeah, that's the loop, isn't it? Almost get in the hole. Oops. No. I think it kept going. No, is that it? It's on my boot. Jeez. Ah, that goes again. Here we go. Whew, that's weird, isn't it? Nice. I can hear it running up there. Water running. Oh, okay. When we're in the other section of the cave, that was goes out in the spring. It's across the road. There's quite a bit of iron in there and stuff. I'm not hearing anything in here though. Oh yeah, not a thing. Oh, there's a bone. Bone, we found a bone. Down there. That's some type of animal bone there, I reckon. Don't think it's a Sam Squinch. Listen. Shh. That's cool, isn't it? Okay, before I forget, I do want to give a shout out to the guys and gals over at wetsuitwarehouse.com. That's their wetsuit I'm wearing. They actually support my channel. Has supplied me with a number of wetsuits. This is the one I actually wore on my show this past summer. And unfortunately, it's getting a little bit torn up. But yeah, wetsuitwarehouse.com. I'm going to try to talk to them about maybe getting some type of code, like an affiliate code that maybe if they use it, if you buy one from my link, that maybe they can give you guys a discount. Now, a lot of places will give you an affiliate link, and YouTuber might get a few percentage of the sales. But what I'm going to try to do is get something like that from them, where they actually give you the money, whether it's 5% or 10% or whatever. I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. That way, with the detectors, and once we get set up, and the water clears up a little bit, because you can see it's really muddy as soon as we start moving in it. Keep forgetting how muddy everything gets and how cumbersome everything is to carry. Alright, let's go ahead and hightail it. I guess I can just put that over here. This is waterproof. And grab another flashlight, and away we go. It's really not that cold. I thought it would be a lot colder, but for the most part it stays the same temperature in the cave all year long. So, water is cold because it's spring water. Man, wowza. Alright, goes into a sump right here, which means that we can't go any further. Yeah, the car's going ahead. Okay, water's going that way. Something's going that way. See any eyeballs looking at us? No eyeballs. Alright, so can't go any further. See anything good in there? Gold coins. I can't believe how out of breath I am already. Jeez. It's crazy. Of course, you just saw what I did, so. Alright, I'll be quiet now. Like I was saying, I got the AT Max here today, and we're going to turn it on, and I think I'm just going to leave it on zero discrimination. I'm going to turn the max sensitivity way down low, because everything in here will be really shallow, and I want to be able to hear the iron as we go along. I don't know how much it's going to be here, but I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? Let's look at the water. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think we're not going to have much to hunt right here anyway. It gets better once we get up there past that light. The trick's going to be trying to hold all this thing. I won't even get rid of this flashlight. Hold on. Oh, wow, look at that. Isn't that cool? That's a tree root. That's pretty sweet right there. Yeah, that's where it gets this water. Alright, let's see what we got. Right. I got that pinpointer on the end tied so I don't lose it this time. Cave metal detecting. Jeez, in the water. Alright, not hearing anything at all, which isn't real surprising. I don't think I was anything. Up on past the light there, I think is where I saw some pottery and stuff. So, look at the rock's really dark there. I think that's where the water level this normally is. Yeah, there's nothing in here, man. On the other side, at least, we found a few things. Alright. Go up in this where this charcoal is. Up there. What's up there? Anything? See gold coins. That might be a little bit iron. That could be that clay, though. I couldn't ground balance it properly back there. It's actually a little bit tight getting through here, all this gear. I think it opens up on the other side better and definitely goes further, so it'll be a little bit easier. I hope. Alright. Check a little bit more over here. This clay will sometimes give a little bit of a false signal. Let's see if we can get up on the island over here. Not much of an island, is it? Jeez. I thought. Yeah, I couldn't ground balance, and I think that's part of our problem. Well, apparently my GoPro card is full. I had a 32 gig in there. I do have it on 4K, but it seemed like it would last longer than 20 minutes, but I guess it didn't. We'll keep metal detecting and moving on up through there. Hope this other camera's working. Alright, let's get to it. It's actually looking pretty cool up there, isn't it? That's awesome. That's just a beautiful little place. Just big enough to get through. There's something. Woohoo! Piece of wire. This is a lot harder to do than I thought it was going to be. You know, I think if it was like a foot higher, it'd be a lot easier. I can't really hold everything and swing the machine, but we'll try where we can. You guys keep asking me about the blue rocks. You know, are those rocks really blue in your videos when I do these caving things? And yeah, they are. It's limestone. And I'm going to show you a good example of it right here. If you look at the rock there, it's kind of brown. And the reason it's brown is because it's covered with mud. And if you look up here where it doesn't get covered with water very often, you can see how blue it is. And it's really pretty. And I think the white in there is some type of calcite or quartz probably. And the neat thing is, I want to show you something else. That's my breath, and it's getting cloudy in here. But if you look at the roof, see it's like a little channel right there that goes along, and it continues this way. Well, I was just showing you, the channel's there, and it goes around and around. It keeps going that way. And that's where the water used to flow, maybe thousands or millions of years ago. And since that time, it's eaten the channel where we're sitting, slowly working its way down, dissolving the limestone the water is, because it's slightly acidic. You know why it's slightly acidic? I had to work on my camera a little bit. I just noticed I had mud in the mic hole, so I actually had to like get a big chunk of, or a big mouth full of water and kind of blow it out a little bit without swallowing any, because we don't know what kind of raccoons are doing whatever a mile upstream underground up there. So yeah, well anyway, let's take another look. Oh yeah, before I forget, what was the question? Oh yeah, acid rain, or rain that as it trickles through the ground and leaves and the leaf litter and the mosses and stuff gets slightly acidic, and it dissolves the rock little by little over the eons. It's definitely opened up in here, so we'll try the metal detector a little bit more. We'll go underwater and look around too. What do you say? Ooh, he must have looked for something, doesn't he? I guess I can turn my headlight on too. I don't know why it's off. Alright, so let's try this a little bit, just a little bit in here. Or some more open. And I'm probably going to dump it. So just not getting hardly anything except for one piece of fence wire. Wouldn't that be cool if there was like some Viking gold in here? I don't think that's going to happen though, is it? Yeah, it's not going to happen. Here's what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to put this down for a little bit. So I'm not getting any signals. Kind of wedge it over there. And I'm going to put you underwater and kind of move up that way slowly and see what you can see. What do you say? Might be some arrowheads in there. Who knows? We did find an arrowhead on the other side. Ready? Hold your breath. So did you see any arrowheads? Mini balls? I didn't from up here. Alright, let's keep going. Kind of look like pottery from up here, but it's not. I wouldn't be surprised if I found some Indian pottery. Could have gotten in there too. See claw marks right there on that mud, so that means the raccoons have been in here. They could have come in the hole that we're digging in right now, or that could be 100 years old. It's hard to say. Looks like Mesa Verde, doesn't it? One lost civilization. Let's look over here. Is that pottery? It looks like it, doesn't it? A little tiny piece, maybe. Could be just a little tiny piece right here. Maybe. That's an eggshell, actually. And then we're at our camp. Lights are still burning. That looks like a turtle right there. Is that a turtle? Oh, that's my metal detector. I saw the loop. I thought it was a turtle. Well, I knew it wasn't a turtle, but I really didn't know what it was. All right. Nice. Wow, isn't that pretty? I mean, it's not like there's any stalactites or anything. Those aren't, really that. That's just where it's dissolved. But look how blue the walls are, and the ceiling rather. Very, very blue. You got the mud on the sides. It's pretty cool right there. All right, let's continue. You say. Seen anything under there? I'm looking too, but it's hard to see with the current like that. I see some formations. Just a couple. Well, there could be roots, I guess. It might be roots. You see our flashlights are way back there still. The mini's right there. I brought it a little bit closer. We'll try it for the camera last. Alright, let's see what we got. Kind of weird for having all these loose rocks. I bet they came through there. Oh, looky! It's a jawbone. I think it is a Sam Squanch. It is, look. I can tell by the teeth. And it looks pretty old. Got some nice patina. I'm not even sure what that is, really. You can see the butcher marks on it. Knife marks right there. So this could have been butchered by, I don't know what that is. Do you? Okay, alright, I'm serious. If you bone experts out there can tell me what this is, that'd be really cool, because I don't really... Oh, it's a bottom, no wonder. It's pretty short, though, isn't it? I wonder what it is. See any arrowhead sticking out of it, do you? Let's wash it off a little bit. Very mysterious. Very mysterious. Oh, yeah, I could see hack marks on it before when it was a little bit dirty, so it's definitely been butchered. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what that is. I think all these loose rocks are from up here, so it's probably a sinkhole up there. Let's take a look. Yeah. Can you see? I think I can stand up, actually. Hold on. Yeah, sure enough. Let's see what I can see up here. Wow, yeah, I'm standing up now. Alright, so if we went up on the surface, if we're not under the guy's house, which we might be. Oh, look, there's some old pottery right there. That's redware, that's really old stuff. I'm gonna have to get the Aquachigger mini out. I saw a bead in there. I see a bead? Nah. Grab this pottery. The homeowners are kind of like experts on this kind of stuff, so he wanted me to collect things up for him. I'll save that for him. There we're up. And alright, so what do we got up here? I'll try to turn around. Yeah, so if we go up there, that's probably a sinkhole. These are all the loose rocks that they threw in it to fill it up. This is what I'm always trying to dig out, when you see me digging out sinkholes, to get into something like this, or it drops down into a cave. Like right there, look. That's all the rocks from here that came down. That's beautiful, man, beautiful. I'll get the mini. We'll check this out a little bit too. A little bit of charcoal. There's charcoal in here too, isn't that weird? Alright. That's pretty cool though, isn't it? Can you see up there? Whew. There's that piece of pottery or something right here. What's that? think it's a rock, but we'll clean it off. Alright. Back in the room. I'll get the mini in a minute. I'll set this on this rock. Set those right there, and we'll look at them in a minute. Let's go on up here. It actually ends. I think the cave actually ends right. There's part here on that side too, or charcoal. Yeah, we'll definitely, that's raccoon manure. We'll definitely get the metal detector up here. Look around a little bit. Let's see at the, oh, those formations that I saw. Tree roots or formation. Ah, they are, stalactites, look. There's a couple little baby stalactites. A little bit of, little tiny curtain right there. Nice, nice, nice. All right. It's really cool looking. I love this stuff, man. All right. Let's have a seat for a minute. All right. So, you really hear it running there. I can stand up very easily in here. Being able to stand up actually makes it nice. Well, I'll go ahead and do it for you. Ooh, yeah, Bubba. Stretch it out a little bit. All right, what do you think? I know I say that a lot, but I'm just thinking out loud, you know? There's some formation there too, look at that. It's pretty. Alright, you can see our lights back there, way back there. Let's see what we got up here. I don't think we're gonna go that way. A little tight. Oh yeah, that's tight. Muddy too. Yeah, muddy too. See some popcorn forming on the rocks there. I don't think I can slip through that though. I know I can get to the top. I think I'll break a few of those rocks though. I think we could probably just bring a hammer down here, a little sledgehammer maybe. Just break off a couple of those chunks. Probably get right through there, couldn't we? Should we? I think we should. I'll talk to the landowner, make sure he's cool with it, but we might just do that. No bats in here. All right, let's go a little further, see what we can see. I guess if we can see if it ends or not. Oh, wow, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Wow. I love that sound. Woo. You know, I can get through that. I mean, if I probably just whack that with a hammer right there, that little thing sticking out, I can slide right through there. Maybe go to the top. Wow. Can't really go over the top, but almost. Well, you know, I probably could actually. Popcorn. There's a big one down there. That stuff will shred your clothes. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can just kind of look around the corner there just slightly. So I'm not going to go through it because I'm by myself. I mean, my landowner knows I'm here, but my wife too. But what we'll do is we'll come back, and I might bring a hammer. We'll crack a couple of these rocks right here, and we'll slide through. One last look. So I'll stick my arm up here as far as we can and see what we can see. Alrighty. And we'll do a little detecting behind me. maybe. Well, definitely keeps going. I don't know how tight that's going to get, but I can get as far as I can see, no problem. Oops, hold your breath. Sorry, I should have scared you like that. That was mean. But you know you weren't going to go in. Peek under there. It looks like it actually gets kind of deep. Ready? Really hold your breath on this one. Plug this thing up like a giant cord. Wow, that's awesome. All right, we're gonna go back here, grab the detector, and run it just a little bit. Maybe. Ay, ay, ay. It's really good to stand up again. Neato. All right. It's that jawbone. I'll grab that too for the homeowner. Guess we might as well go ahead and do that now. There should be more in here. It can't be, shouldn't be just a jawbone. All right. I'll put in this rock. Here it is. I think it's one just a rock though. Let's take a look at it. Yeah. That one's a rock. Alright. This is kind of interesting. It's got popcorn on it. It must come off the ceiling or something. Or I guess it could have formed there a long time ago. Which means man didn't put those rocks in there if that's the case. Alright. Where's that machine? There it is. Alright, I'm going to turn the camera off just for a little bit and get reset. Alright, let's do a little detecting here around this pile at least. See what we come up with. Get it out of the way. Alright, we're all set. Let's be quiet. Shh. This will work. Yeah, working fine. That's pretty quiet, huh? There's more pottery over here, I see. I'll grab it. It's a little thinner. It's different than what I found over there before, so I'll carry it. Alright. Very quiet. It doesn't look like they lost any gold coins from the cannon walls down to there. Nothing. Nothing at all. Alright. Go up here a little bit further. Well, it's a bust. No treasure in here at all. No treasure at all. That scared me. Oh, the rattlesnake. Turn it off. Alright. Accidentally turned the pin pointer on. Alright. Last chance, and I'm not going to do any more. I'm going to explore a little bit underwater, see what we can see. Got some more flowstone I want to look at up there. That's it. Alright, do just a little more exploring one last time. Let me look underwater some too. What's that thing? Don't know. Did I get it? No. That's a rock. Alright. Let's go up here and look around. What's that? I see something white from up here, but doesn't really look like much, I guess. Some more stuff. Oh yeah, I want to show you some neat flowstone. Well, not neat, but it's flowstone. Get my other flashlight too. Yeah, look at this. Turn this other one off. Got stuff scattered from one end of this cave to another. Alright, put that right here. But yeah, there's some flowstone. Look, on the mud. Coming from right there. That's about it. A couple stalactites. Not much. Alright. Wow, look at that. Kind of weird looking back in there. Is that a bone? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What kind of bone is that? I think I must have walked on it, broke it a little bit. I'll leave that one in here. We'll take that jawbone and see if we can figure out what it is. The landowner is actually a farmer, so he's pretty good with that kind of stuff. Unless it's something that's from the Pleistocene, a rhinoceros jaw, which it could be. What's that in there? Spooky. That's way up under there, man. Oh, that's cool looking. Let's see. Alright, just a little bit slower this time. Let's see if we missed anything cool. This is where we sat before. Wow, look. That's nice. Alright, I was kind of curious about those round holes there. Those might be crawdad holes. What do you think? Oh yeah, look, there's a crawdad. It's not white though. I'm going to try to get you down there so you can see him, but he's a little bit afraid of us, I think. For good reason. Hold your breath. Back up here one more time. Nothing amazing. Any eyeballs looking at us? Well, I'm not going to go back up there again, but I think it's definitely worth coming back. We'll get Mr. Santa Claus and Tom, who helped me dig it out, and we'll come back and open that up just a little bit. That charcoal is just weird. That's like a log or something right there. Look. It's a root. Huh. Alright, yep. I'll leave the camera on as long as I can until I get more stuff gathered up, and then I won't be able to carry it anymore. I won't be able to really do a decent job. Not that I ever do a decent job. Nice. Oh. Alright. Alright. That's just so cool, isn't it? I'm almost back to getting out of here, and I just realized I left open a flashlight back there, so I'm going to have to turn around and go back and get it. Oh, man. That was close. We almost got out. That's so cool with that muddy water like that. That's cool, isn't it? Look at that. Whoa. All right. I don't see my little flashlight. Yeah. No, let's go. All right, got the camera set up. And I'm just going to go back and get my little flashlight. Don't let you watch me. So that's going to have to end it for me today. I'll probably say goodbye as we're walking down the road. See how muddy I am. Oh, probably not too bad right now because I'm washed off. That was a fun little adventure. We're definitely going to come back, get a couple guys, a couple of my buds. I know Santa wants to come back for sure. And we'll go crawling back through there. What do you say? I'm really stoked about the rest of this cave back there, man. Because I tell you, there's no doubt we can get further back. And it could go for miles and miles and miles. Or it could go another 15 feet, but we won't know until we get through it. We'll get through it next time. All right, we'll see you on top. Crazy. Do I look crazy? No, not even a little bit. I think it'd be nice. And I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no